Hey everybody, Michelle is here. Oh boy. Hmm. So I'm listening to some things, and I don't like to call people out because that's irrelevant actually. I'm not, I don't want no one to be adversely affected by something that's coming out of my motherfucking mouth, especially when it's just theories and opinions. And like I said, I'm among billions talking, and I have an issue about this forced diversity. You know, this idea that we all need to necessarily be together. Culturally. Um, like I said, when we grew up in black culture, I mean, look, my like I said, my parents and just like any other black woman, um, will feed anybody. My mom would feed anybody. You know, there's no such thing as you have to be a certain this and a certain that. If you're hungry, you're gonna be fed. Um, and that's just how it is. Um, I think this diversity was interference, to be honest. Okay, because we all still have to have our distinctness of each other. We have to have a distinctness of who we are. Okay, we are different people, even though we're human beings. We're still different. And so I don't like anyone telling me that I ought to force a certain level of this. In other words, coerce me and give me all this persuasion that if we diverse ourselves that we're better. Okay, because I disagree with that, to be honest. Um Again, we came pre-wired as to what we're supposed to do as human beings and how we're supposed to conduct ourselves to be um, genuine human beings and understand what genuine humaneness is. Okay, now I know a lot of people probably won't like this, but I don't like us being forced to mix with other people. I don't. I think we all should keep our individuality as cultures. Okay, because the reason why is because as black people, especially black people of America, this 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 only led to us being eroded. Okay, there was no advantage, in my opinion, for us to be diversifying with different cultures. Yeah, we can get to know them. Get to know them, tell them hello, and everybody needs to go into their own separate corners and work on their issues with each other because everybody has issues within their cultures. Okay, like I said, black people. I'm gonna stay with black people. Hispanics, Latinos. They know how to handle themselves, and they got a lot of work to do, in my opinion, because they try to they try to what's that word? You know, be on the fence about stuff and and attempt to seek advantage from cultures sometimes. Like I said, with the word nigga, nigga, nigga. All right, let's be honest. They want to kind of ride the fence on things, and they need to come together as a culture and stop calling themselves Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, but all that going on. So I agree that white people need to leave us the fuck alone. Leave us alone. Because every time they do suggest something, it just turns into complete chaos and destruction for black people. Okay, there has been no advantage for us mixing our cultures together as we had, where we're procreating children that way. Okay, in my opinion, black men are being used by non-black women to have babies, and thus we've exploded the population. Okay, so I disagree with diversity unless we're as black people decide how that to conduct that diversity. Okay, like I said, I lived when I was in black culture and I saw dark faces. Okay, you know, I didn't feel necessary fear. The fear is when police officers came into the picture, really, because they're the ones that caused the chaos and having us running here and running there, trying to, because they're telling us what to do and invading and interfering with our closeness. So I don't want to hear from any other non-black cultures about what we're supposed to do, whether we want to mix or not. That's going to be our decision. Just like it ought to be their decision whether they want to mix or not, and anybody else. Okay, I think it caused nothing but chaos and destruction and erosion of our culture doing that. And now we're on the verge of destroying the planet again. All right, so I don't want So what that dude said, and I'm gonna be real honest. I don't watch TV. Okay, and I barely can find anything that was worth watching. Okay, the news media will pick and choose as to what they want to choose as hot topics and all this stuff. Okay, like I said, things have been happening all over this country. Okay, like I said, that in 1977, that major earthquake in Africa that killed just as many people as the recent one, but that is nowhere in the history books. Okay, so I'm going to say to black people, black Americans, you decide who if you want to mix or not. Okay, don't let anybody else decide that for you. Okay, maybe it's a good idea. Maybe we need to take our children out of these public schools, and stop having them bust anywhere and bring them back into black culture and recreate black culture. Okay, maybe if we take all our children out of these schools, since black culture is such a problem to be taught, take them out of these schools, bring them back in the neighborhoods, and see if somebody can purchase these abandoned buildings, and we start teaching our own children. That's a decision. That's an option. And that'll cut down all this, taking people on the other side of the world, just to get educated when they could have been educated in their own culture, in their own village that everybody likes to throw out. It takes a village. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We had that concept, but it was eroded and dismantled. Okay, so I don't like anyone telling me that I need to diversify. In other words, mix with anybody. I don't like that. If I choose to, sure. I met great people of different cultures. Okay, but it was nice that everybody had their own space so that they can be whoever they are, be whoever they need to be. Because white culture needs just as much help as any other culture on this damn planet. Okay. The major destructions coming to Europe in less than 10 years, 15 years at most. Let's just, they need just as much, they need to be together and start liking themselves. Because in my opinion, white culture hate themselves. They hate what they see in the mirror. Okay. As opposed to black culture. Okay. We love who we are. Do we get along all the time? Nah. Of course not, but we have been infiltrated for decades. Okay. When people have done everything in their power to, give these kids free breakfasts, free lunch. Okay, we didn't need to be diversifying. We didn't need to have somebody invade our culture as they have and then erode everything. All the services are gone, and now we got spread out. They were just trying to separate us. That's what that was. Because we are power when we're together. Okay, we are power when we are as a collective and together. We can figure out shit. So I'm gonna say, yeah, that dude, that whatever that man is, I don't know these people and I can care less about them. But he's right. White people need to leave black people, dark people, the fuck alone. Because no, white people are not going to be able to fix this. Only we can fix it. It wasn't a problem in the beginning anyway, until the whites attempted to fix it. Okay, so no. I say no to diversity, to be honest with you. I really do. I say no to it. Okay, there's always a hidden agenda. Okay, I was going to say this a while ago, but I said, well, let's just kind of, you know, I say take, because I can guarantee you, we take all our black children out of these elementary schools, they will all shut down. Okay, even though they're free elementary school, because nothing's free. But I can guarantee you, if we take all our children out of these elementary schools, since our culture is such a damn problem, and watch what happens. We can build schools in the neighborhood again, if there's any room for that. You know what I mean? So, I'm sorry, but I'm not buying that bullshit that we need to diversify with anybody. Everybody needs to be in their separate corners and working on their goddamn problems. Asians, whites, Spanish, Native America, and black culture, black people, dark people. And if we want to bring in, you can hang out with whoever you want, but don't force yourself on me. I don't like it. It sounds contradicting. There's a contradiction within that statement that we need to diversify. That's bullshit. That's why we have an overpopulated planet. And in 1,000 years, a particular race of people may not even exist anymore. That's diversity for you. Peace and love. And trust me, this is for entertainment purposes only. Consider. Use it. I'll be back.